A beautiful aerial look of downtown Minneapolis and Target Field. The Rangers battle the Twins. Next. First opened back in 2010, there's a shot of Target Field here in downtown Minneapolis. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Texas Rangers and the Central leading Minnesota Twins. Hi again, folks. Matt Vasgersian here for what promises to be a good one. Along with me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And EK, let's take a quick look back at what's transpired over the first 2 games in this 4-game set.
Yeah, it's been an even start to the series so far. Each team winning a game apiece. I think this one could be all about the pitching. Who can get the better performance out of their starter? That'll go a long way towards seeing who gets a leg up in this series.
We'll hear more from the guys as the night moves along, but first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Texas Rangers, as manager Ron Washington will line them up like this. And getting his final warm-up tosses in, the starter who they'll be up against, as you see his totals there on the right side of your screen. Defensively, the Twins will align themselves like this. Elvis Andrus will move towards the batter's boxes. We're just about set to get underway tonight. Hit hard to third. And this gets through him at third as it skips right under his glove.
And this is what you want when you're facing a young starter. Get him in the stretch right away, make him uncomfortable out there. He's in trouble already after a leadoff single.
Leonys Martin will stand in, ranked 4th currently in the American League in stolen bases. Big hole on the right side. Here's the first pitch. Lined into left field, and that's a base hit. And the runner will hold at second, so 2 on with nobody out.
Well, I'm pretty sure this isn't how you envision things going when you're getting ready out in the bullpen. He's thrown 2 pitches here to start the ball game, and both of them have become base hits. That's not a good start.
Adrian Beltre will stand in now in an early RBI spot in the top of the first. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. First and second here with nobody out. Scudero on to Mauer. It's a double play.
Boy, you want to talk about taking the wind right out of your sails? You get 2 on to start this ball game, and then a double play right here might just derail what was shaping up to be a big inning on the road.
Prince Fielder will stand in here. Currently 6th in the American League in runs batted in, but with a chance to pad that total here. First pitch on its way to Prince. Center field. Number 70 is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Rangers leave 1. The Twins coming up. No score. Starting lineup for the Twins looks like this. They'll match up against an ace and a workhorse all wrapped into one. The all-star right-hander Yovani Gallardo. And in the field behind him, the Rangers will look like this. And we're ready to begin the bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Twins, center fielder, number 70.
And he gets ahead 0-1.
0-1.
And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. That's on the corner to put him behind now. 1-2. And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Well, I'd be surprised if they go back to the curve again on 2-2. He's had a couple of pretty good looks at it at the plate.
Swing and a line drive, but that's a foul ball. Here now the 2-2. And he missed with it here, so now it's a full count, 3-2.
And these long at-bats give you a good sense of what a guy's featuring here in the first inning.
And he takes ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here in the home half of the first in a scoreless ball game.
And remember, he's coming off a loss in his last start. So if he keeps doing things like walking the leadoff guy, he'll be in trouble here too.
Marco Scutaro will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. In tight with the sinker, ball 2.
Just getting deeper and deeper into trouble here in the first inning. He's walked one guy already. Now he's fallen behind another guy here.
On good opposite field power here as this fastball is taken high and deep to right. And that gets down and ought to be good for extra bases.
Well, anybody who calls this place home will tell you this is not a home run hitting park, but it will give up its share of doubles. And this one moves runners to second and third now as they're looking to cash in.
Joe Mauer will get his first opportunity now. Currently the American League's leader in stolen bases. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1.
Well, he's having some problems here with location. He's got 2 on already here in the first, and that last pitch right down the middle.
Fastball not close, and he runs it to 2 balls and a strike. And that pitch comes over to catch the corner. It's 2-2 now.
This is a strikeout pitcher on the mound, so you know he's going after a K right here.
Swing and a broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Oh, yeah, that one's going to sting a little bit. This pitch is coming hard in on him, and you can see he's way late getting that barrel through. So as it turns out, he's going to get more distance on the barrel of that bat than he does on the baseball.
Number 61 will dig in now in a run-scoring spot, and they've got the right man for the job here as he currently leads the American League in RBIs. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. Now a curveball that misses here to the cleanup man. It's 1-0. Hard hit to third. Only play will be to first as we'll see our first run score here as this is a 1-0 ball game.
Just a simple ground ball right here, but that's going to do the trick. And that puts our first run on the board here on the RBI groundout.
Corey Hunter will stand in now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs. Now this is driven out to deep right center. This could be trouble. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And the run's going to come in to score from second as they grab a 2-0 lead now.
I tell you what, anytime you get a first inning visit from your pitching coach, something ain't working out there. Now, here's what he's saying. Look, we need you to figure this out. We need some innings out of you here. Let's go.
Brian Dozier will get his first opportunity here. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball 1.
I think you sit here and you start to wonder, is this guy going to find his command anytime soon? He's not just missing by a little. A lot of these pitches have been very easy takes for these hitters, including that pitch.
2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase, and after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hitters count 2-0. And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now. I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is safe at third as he moves up on what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
And you'd think that one mound doesn't differ all that much from another, but sometimes when you're on the road, it takes an inning or two to really get a feel out there, and this one wasn't even close.
Grounded softly to the left side. Throw is in time, and they're able to avoid the huge inning here as this side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On to the second inning now from Minneapolis. It's the Twins 2 and the Rangers nothing. Mitch Moreland will get his first shot now, and you can see how he's done over the course of this 5-game hitting streak.
Moreland.
And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. It's 1-0. And the screwball misses the plate away, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitter's count here, 2-0.
Swing and a miss, 2-1. Gets under the fastball there and pops this one up. This is just beyond the infield on the right side. And it's a fly out to start the second, 1 away.
And he'll take a long exhale on his way back to the dugout. When he looks back on the tape of this, he'll realize that he needs to be a little more committed to his swing. You know, he had no chance of that working out well for him.
Shin-Soo Choo will get his first opportunity now. He's got to be feeling pretty good about things recently as you see his numbers over the course of the past 10 ball games. Oh, and he turns on a fastball here and drives one into deep right center. And on the first pitch he sees, it's a home run. Solo shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Rangers crack the scoreboard. It's now a 2-1 game.
Sometimes these pitchers, they let their egos get the better of them. Here, instead of working the corners, maybe using something with a little more movement, gives him a straight challenge. Winds up costing him.
Number 12 will get his first cuts here.
Number 12.
First pitch on the way. Swing and a ground ball towards the hole. Throw just does beat him to the bag as that was pretty close. Michael Choice will stand in here, looking to keep the inning alive with 2 gone now in the top of the second. First pitch is a fork ball for a called strike. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now here's a swing and another chance out there at second. Throw on to Mauer will be in time, and that retires the side. Rangers do get one back, however, on the strength of this home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Twins 2 and the Rangers 1. Danny Santana will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night.
Santana.
And he got him to swing early on the changeup there, as this is skied out towards straightaway right. Chu is there to take this one, and the bottom of the second starts with a 1-pitch out. Kurt Suzuki will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. A bit high there, a ball and no strikes. And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Well, this is a guy up there that's not hitting a ton right now, but he can still work the count. And that alone can be beneficial to an offense.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 2-0 offering to Suzuki. And there's the first strike, 2-1.
That ball.
On the ground now for Beltre at third. On to first, and Suzuki's retired, 2 away.
Batting ninth, designated hitter, number 19.
Vargas will get his first chance now, trying to get something started with 2 away here in the bottom of the second. And a sinker sinks too much there as it bounces into the catcher's glove.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
And he misses low with it, 2-0. And with 2 away here, this is not the time to lose the strike zone.
Especially not to a number 9 hitter. The last thing you want to do is turn this lineup over and give these guys a shot to make something out of this inning after all.
Now a ball sprayed foul into the seats near third. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this one is over, and he works the count back to 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And a full count as that misses. It's 3-2 now.
Well, that's an opportunity wasted on the mound there. A hitter's got to be defensive on 2-2, but that was so far outside, he didn't even have to worry about chasing it.
And here's a pitch swung on and sent on the ground to short. Oh, a reaching try as he knocks it down. And a good effort on the recovery throw, but it never really had much of a shot. And I'd be surprised if that's not an infield single.
Now batting, number 70.
Number 70 will bat here. No official at-bat, but he's scored a run thus far. And that's on the outside corner for a strike.
And EK, I don't know about you, but I really hated getting a bad call on that very first pitch.
Hey, jeez, it puts you just in a terrible frame of mind.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Here's the 1-1 pitch. 1-2 now.
Hard to believe he let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, you get the 2-out hit. Now he's in scoring position after the wild pitch. It just goes to show you how quickly things can get away from you if you're not careful.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. And he'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Twins wind up stranding 1 as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Robinson Chirinos will step in here to start their half of the third with the top of the order to follow.
Chirinos.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Let's go. Shut him down.
And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see, he's right up there, 4th in the AL in that category. Elvis Andrus will dig in here. He singled to open up the ball game. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Now he runs up and gets this one down. Throw gets the speedy Andrus at first, and the bunt attempt is snuffed out.
Well, just from a distance standpoint, you have to remember that left-handed hitters maybe get a step or two advantage over a right-handed hitter leaving that batter's box. So that's why it's much easier for lefties to bunt their way on than it is for righties to do it. And here, he needed those 2 extra steps because that was a very close play down there at first.
Leonis Martin will dig in. He singled his first time around. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0.
And even with 2 outs, this is a team that can still put something together here, especially in this part of the lineup, so you can't let your guard down.
1-0 on the way. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
2 really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Now a ball swung on and taken the opposite way out toward fairly deep left center. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. And he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
And this is how you break out of a cold streak. This is his 2nd hit of the ball game, and this one goes for extra bases. You can see that confidence is slowly starting to come back at the plate.
Adrian Beltre will get an opportunity here in a run-scoring spot now following the 2-out double. In there, strike 1.
I think if you gave him another chance, he'd be swinging at that one. That was a great pitch to hit.
No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. Oh, and Beltre really wanted that one, but he didn't get it. Behind 0-2 now.
And he's really going to have to fight now. You got to take a little bit out of your swing and find a way to put this ball in play.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. The 3 of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Marco Scutaro will start things out here for Minnesota with Joe Mauer on deck to follow.
Marco Scutaro.
Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
And at this point, I don't think you could expect anything less than a 2-hit ball game from this guy. I mean, he's been as hot as anybody lately, and he comes through again here.
Joe Mauer will stand in. He grounded out his first time. On Gallardo with the good live fastball. That's 0-1.
Come on, Joe, let's go!
And there he goes towards second. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time. He's in there at second.
And sometimes when you've got a pitcher who's out there scuffling a little bit, you worry more about throwing strikes than you do about the base runners. And I think that may have been the case right there.
Here's the 1-1. And there's ball 2 now. For Scutaro, that's now 11 stolen bases for him on the campaign. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And whatever you do, you can't let that previous call eat at you. You've got to come back with your best pitch here on 3-1.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Yep, a single and then a walk to start the inning. But this is exactly how big innings get started. So they're set up now to maybe put up a crooked number here.
Number 61 will stand in here with 2 on. And now, following the walk and the single, do you get the sense, EK, that they're getting to him just a bit?
Maybe a little. I wouldn't be too worried just yet. He's shown the ability to bounce back before, but it's also looking like he might not have his very best stuff.
Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
On a big swing there at a fastball, and he really got into it high and deep to left center field. Martin is in retreat as he pulls it in for the first out. And he is lucky to be able to scamper back to third as he's in safely.
Good job there at second base of doing the math in his head and figuring out he can make it up to third. So that puts runners on the corners now with only 1 away.
Torrey Hunter will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. Here's the first offering. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Now with runners at the corners, up by 1 with 1 away, some managers, they will at least consider the possibility of a hit and run here.
In the air to center. Martin with the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game.
And that's a good job in that situation. You'd love a base hit, but hey, the bottom line is you've got to produce a run, and he did.
Brian Dozier will stand in. He grounded out his first time. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Dozier waiting on the 1-0. Off the plate again, and it's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Lays off a fastball, but it's over for a strike. 2-1.
A high fastball that time in the strike zone and on the outside corner. But that is a dangerous spot to be pitching if you're only throwing in the low 90s.
Come on, Twins!
Won't go after the 2-1 sinker, and it's 3 balls and a strike now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. Guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
And, he thought he'd work the walk, but it's a called strike 2 now.
Well, he's been in a tough stretch offensively, and this sure ain't going to help.
Fastball swung on and hit on the ground at third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So a run on 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Twins 3 and the Rangers 1. Prince Fielder will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Designated hitter, Prince Fielder.
front a bit as this is pulled down the line to first. And this will be a foul ball as the first baseman makes a Herculean effort to make the stop. Easy there, Cha-Cha. Oh, and a big hack by Fielder, just like his daddy, but it's 0-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And this is swung on and missed, and this fourth inning will start the same way he ended the third with a strikeout, and there's one away.
Well, some guys use the fastball to get to 2 strikes and then use something else to get you out. Not this guy. He works backwards here and winds up getting them with back-to-back fastballs in the end.
Mitch Moreland will dig in here. He flew out his first time around. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Yeah, you know, he probably got the fastball he was looking for, but on 2-0, you can look for one pitch in one spot. And if it's not in that spot, you take it.
And he lays off again, ball 3.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
All right, guys, let's do it. Come on.
Now here's a swing and a ground ball for Scutaro at second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The right fielder, number 17,
Shin-Soo Choo. We'll see if he can do it again. He homered his first time around. And a high strike there, 0-1.
Yeah, a little surprising he didn't offer it that one. That was a dangerous spot for a good fastball hitter.
The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Line hard, but foul. 3-1 is our score here in inning number 4. Now a swing, and he just fouls this one away. Again, a 1-2. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. 1-2-3 go the Rangers. Score holds, it's 3-1. Danny Santana will lead things off here in the home half of the 4th.
left fielder, Danny Santana.
Gallardo back to work as he jumps ahead of the leadoff man here, 0-1. Now a line drive over the shortstop's head and on into left center field, and that should be extra bases to begin the inning. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Oh, that one sounded great off the bat. That's a good, crisp line drive right here to start the inning, and he'll make it up to second with a leadoff double.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. First pitch on its way from Gallardo. Pitch is a cold strike. The throw. It's right there for Beltre, and he is out trying to steal third.
And let's take another look at this caught stealing from our high third base camera. You can see the jump, and it's really not that bad. But it's a great throw down to third, and it's in time to cut him down.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
A ball hit softly on a line to third. And plenty of time over there at third to get a glove up, and there are two down.
That's a good pitch right there, inside part of the plate. Just too tardy of a swing to get the hands through the zone, and as a result, it's just a little humpback liner and an easy out.
Vargas will stand in. A base hit his first time around.
Come on, Quinn.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No. Strike two, says the third base umpire. And this is fouled back and out of play. And he wastes a fastball high there, 1-2.
Could be that high fastball there was just a setup pitch. Now you've kind of established that high sight level. Could be a good time to break off a nasty curveball.
And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Slider. Oh, strike three called, and he can't believe it, but the inning is over. Nothing doing here for the Twins, and it's still 3-1. Number 12 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Leading off for the Rangers, second baseman, number 12.
And that's in there for strike one. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
He can't get him to bite this time. It's 1-2.
Yeah, a smart pitch there. If you got him to reach for it 0-1, maybe he'll do it again 0-2.
Rolled softly down the line, and that is a foul ball. Now another 1-2. Swung right over the top of that one as this is a little dribbler out in front of the mound. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away. So yet another strong outing for him tonight as we show you the league leaders in ERA. And you can see that he's had it working here in the first 2 months of the year, currently leading the AL in that category. Michael Choice will stand in. He grounded out his first time. In there, and it's 0-1.
Just no chance to pull the trigger on that one. It just got on him too fast.
Swing and a miss. Good palm ball. 0-2 now.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
And now, as a hitter, 1-2, you've got to be thinking right center field. Take a little swing out and try to drive something the other way.
And this ball will be chopped foul. Here he comes again, 1-2. Now another pitch is hit foul and headed for the seats, so the count will stay put at 1-2. And the palm ball can't find the zone, and it's 2-2. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Well, that pitch is so low and such an easy take that you basically waste that opportunity you had on 2-2.
Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw to first will take care of him. Score it 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now.
Yeah, that's a good pitch right there. Gets him fishing for it. Then nice work to tidy up behind the plate and make the put out at first.
Robinson Chirinos will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there, 1-1.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
3-1 our score as we play inning number 5. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Here it comes. And he's fallen behind now, 3-1.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And he takes ball 4, so a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Elvis Andrus will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. Here it comes now to Andrus. In there for strike 1.
And after a walk, I think there's a little anger behind that fastball.
Back-to-back fastballs here as he takes control, 0-2.
Well, no taking now. He's going to have to swing the bat.
One run, 4 hits, and no errors in the contest for the Rangers so far. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. 1 left for Texas. They still trail it here, 3-1. Number 70 will step in, 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far.
Number 7.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back. Off the plate and in. Hits a ball and a strike. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Now the 1-2. And he gets a piece of it here, but it's chopped foul. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Oh, and now a swing and a drive. Deep left field, way back there, and this is going to clear the wall by plenty. It's a home run. Solo shot here to left, number 13 for him on the year, as the Twins push their lead up to 4-1.
Well, I think this youngster's quickly becoming a fan favorite around these parts. With swings like that, it's easy to see why. He's really making his mark on this ball club, and this crowd loves what they're seeing.
Now Ron Washington's up out of the Ranger dugout on his way to the mound. And that is going to be all tonight for the starter, Yovani Gallardo. So he'll leave after working just 4 innings, and this was not the kind of start he was looking for, I'm quite sure. Colby Lewis is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here. Marco Scutaro will be the first one to greet him, as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And this is on the ground toward the hole. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
Well, this would have taken a superhuman effort right here, deep in the hole. You see, he doesn't have time to plant himself, so he just leaps into the air, fires it across the diamond. Just a great effort, but this was always going to be a base hit.
Joe Mauer will stand in. Base on balls his last time. First pitch to him. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
Matt Harrison will be summoned now to take over following the injury. Here's the 1-0. Here's a ball chopped foul wide of first.
That's a foul.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for Minnesota. A little bit outside. 2-1. Now a fastball, and he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Beltre will take this one in for route number 1.
And if this ball's hit maybe just a little bit harder, he might have a shot at doubling a man off. But since it's hit so softly, he's only going to wind up getting 1 out.
Number 61 will stand in with a run in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now a ball hit sharply on the ground to third. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more on our Wednesday night showcase right after this. Leonys Martin will get things started here in the top of inning number 6.
Center fielder, Leonys Martin.
First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. And with Prince Fielder lurking, we'll see a left-hander get up in the bullpen. Now a palm ball is looked at here for strike 2. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
There's a ground ball now and a chance for Mauer at first base. And he'll take this to the bag of 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Adrian Beltre will dig in now, hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
And even though he's pitching well, this is a part of the order that he's really got to worry about. Now, they can turn a good outing into a bad one pretty darn quickly.
And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Swing and a miss on what appeared to be the palm ball. It's 1-2. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2. And this is a swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt as they'll need to throw down to first. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Yeah, a nice job behind the plate. He wants it low, so he's got a good idea that this ball might be in the dirt, so he's able to smother it and then make the strong throw to first.
Prince Fielder will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. And that misses 1-1. One thing you can say with certainty, he's really tried to take some ownage on that inside part of the plate.
It's something that you need to learn as a young pitcher. You've got to have that willingness to work inside, or guys at this level will just lean out over the plate and eat you up.
Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2.
He's just cutting his way right through the teeth of this order. They're not even putting up much of a fight.
Sit him down.
And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. Rangers set down in order. They trail it 4-1. Torrey Hunter will be the batter as we get things going in the bottom of the 6th.
Right fielder, Torrey Hunter.
First pitch coming. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
All ones the count. Knock it out of here. Here we go.
And this is high, a ball and a strike. And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Here's the 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Fouled back. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it, 2-2.
And you know, this is what the good ones do. They can wait you out up there. They sort of foul pitches off. They take pitches. They make the pitcher come to you.
Here's one hit hard to the right side and caught out there at second. A sizzler that time, but the leadoff man is retired to begin the home 6th.
Yeah, and anytime you can get a guy like this to hit a ball like that, well, you know you've won the battle out there on the mound, and that was a good pitch.
Brian Dozier will stand in again. A couple of groundouts for him on the ledger in his 2 trips so far. Now the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball 1. And here's his fastball for a called strike 1, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
Straightened him up there on that fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you've got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Here comes a 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down.
And we'll get a look here at the grip on that last cutter. You can see he holds this thing way over to one side. And the idea is that at the last moment, it'll cut in towards the hitter, just like that one did.
Danny Santana will dig in now. 1 for 2 to this point.
Let's go, Santana.
And this is fouled back and out of play. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
Well, that fastball seems a lot quicker after two straight off-speed pitches.
1-2. That's on the ground to short. This should end the inning. And indeed it will. He throws him out at first, and the side is retired. Down go the Twins in order as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. Twins on top in this one as we take a look now at our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Mitch Moreland will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Mitch Moreland.
Now here's a check swing. Did he go around is the question, and yes he did, says the man in blue. Strike one. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball, but this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Fastball, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. Throwing to second, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, I think he thought this ball was gone. Actually, I did too, but you see it hit high off of that wall, and then he realizes, if I want a double, I better get it into high gear. He just does manage to slide in ahead of the throw.
Shin-Soo Choo will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Runner staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch, and he takes a cold strike. 0-1. For Moreland, he's at second with his 9th two-base hit of the year. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Close to the bag at second there. Now the pitch. Swing and a ball chopped foul down the left side. Now a hard hit ball back up the middle. And this is knocked down on the mound. And the throw won't be in time as he'll be able to beat out the recovery throw at first.
A little bit of self-preservation right there. This is almost like being a goalie trying to knock down a slap shot. And he's fortunate enough to knock it down. Probably more fortunate that he did it with his glove and not his wrist or his arm. This is going to turn into an infield single.
Number 12 will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
Infield at double play depth all around. Here's the pitch. Fastball that gets the inside corner. Strike one. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. now a ball hit fairly well here out to the deep part of left field. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as they cut the lead in half, 4-2 now.
And the key here was just to get an out. Yeah, you gave up a run, but now he's maybe a pitch away from getting a double play ball and getting out of the inning.
Michael Choice will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
Well, we've talked about all the strikeouts. The only side effect is right there, though. He's run up a pretty high pitch count now.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Runners on first with 1 down. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Kurt Suzuki will try things again. He's grounded out and lined out in 2 trips.
Kurt Suzuki.
Eight, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Sometimes all it takes is just one call to go against you, like that one right there, and then you get yourself out of your own rhythm. You got to be able to put that behind you and move on.
Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
That's right. Wait for it.
3-0 now.
And it goes without saying, but this has to be in the strike zone. You don't want him on base to start off the inning.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. It's not a bad idea.
The 3-1 is on the way. And this will be nowhere close as his control deserts him here. It's a 5-pitch walk.
And that whole at-bat, I felt like he didn't really want to challenge this guy. And I think this is a guy in the bottom third of the order that you really have to go after.
Vargas will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1.
Boy, a walk and then nearly a hit by pitch there. He's having himself a few problems out there.
And it runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
He's showing pretty good patience here for a rookie. Those were 2 tough takes, but he's got it to 2-0.
And here's a fastball that he takes the other way out to fairly deep right. Chu is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out.
And right field here, it's sort of a tough field to play because you've got that overhang out there that juts out over the warning track. Luckily, though, he was able to hang with this and put it away on the track.
Number 70 will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here, a solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And that misses ball one. And he's got to be careful now that some of these borderline calls don't get him started going downhill.
Yeah, and sometimes it's really easy to dwell on those, but you have to keep looking forward. It's not easy, but you've got to do it if you want to have success.
Hey, now let's go.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Let's go.
Cut fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. Now a swing and a ball pulled down the line to third. And this is going to get by Beltre down the line. A fair ball.
I tell you, when you're on a hot streak like this guy's been on, everything you touch turns to gold. I mean, this is not a particularly great swing. It's not hit hard at all, but sure enough, it finds a hole, and at average, it'll climb a few more points.
Marco Scutaro will come forward now in what could be an at-bat that goes a long way toward deciding this ball game.
And they better be careful, too, because they haven't gotten him out yet, so this is no small task.
And this is going to be fouled into the diamond level seats. Seventh inning here at the ballpark. 4-2 our score. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. Runner holding tight at second. Now the pitch. Way outside. 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
Ground ball to second. This could be two. Throw just does beat him to the bag, and that was pretty close.
Yeah, you know, a double play there was always going to be a stretch, and that's where you just take that force out at second, get the lead runner, and then say, you know what, thank you very much.
Joe Mauer will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. Now a ball lined into left field. It's a base hit. In to score easily is the runner from third, and the lead will swell to 3 now in the 7th inning.
Maybe an important run right there, and you got to figure every run's important in a low-scoring ball game. But that now pushes the lead to 5-2, so you got to think that they're liking their chances right about now.
Phil Klein will get the ball, looking to get the final out now here in this 7th inning. Number 61 will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances, but he could make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Short lead from second, now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Now the Rangers get a reliever up and throwing in the bullpen as a right-hander's begun to warm up out there. 1-1. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Come on, Miguel.
Hit hard, but this will be a foul ball. Not much of a lead at second. Now here's the pitch. Here's a fastball in on the fists, and that'll even things up at 2-2. And a swing and a miss, as all he could do was reach out in vain for that one, and the side is retired. Twins forced to settle for one. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Twins 5 and the Rangers 2. Robinson Chirinos will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there, and he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long, and I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on, and that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
Now here's the first pitch. On to the 8th now, as the first pitch is a fastball that's looked at for ball 1. Well, that man right there is into his 8th inning of work now. Any concerns going forward?
Well, I think the only thing you have to worry about is that pitch count you see right there. Other than that, he's earned the right to stay out there. Usually the other team will tell you when you're starting to get tired.
Now here's a line drive that'll make it out into left center, and he's going to have himself a leadoff single.
Well, these guys have been high on effort, but low on results so far. They're still stuck on 2 runs, but at least they've got a leadoff base runner here to start this inning.
Now here comes the Twins manager on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll head for the showers as he stands to win this one if the bullpen can find a way to protect his 3-run lead. Carter Capps will get the assignment on the mound here as he'll enter with the runner at first and nobody out. Elvis Andrus will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Here it comes now to Andrus. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. And he finds a way to catch the zone here. It's 1-2.
Now you can't look for a specific pitch. You just got to protect the plate.
And this is yanked hard down the left field line. And this will get by him at third down the line. It's a fair ball. And the runner holds at second, so they're at first and second now with nobody out.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Leonis Martin will stride in, grounded out his last time through. And that misses for ball one.
And this is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from you, so you got to suck it up.
Keeping him close there at second. Now the pitch. Ball two.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
Too high. And it's 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. Runner not going anywhere at second. Now the pitch. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
He's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. Yeah, I tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Caleb Thielbar will be summoned into the toughest situation a reliever can face. Bases are loaded with nobody out. Adrian Beltre will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. In the dirt here, but Suzuki's able to keep it in front of him.
Come on, guys, let's go.
Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1.
Well, he's starting to put himself into a no-win situation. Obviously, you don't want to walk home a run, but you can't just throw a cookie in there because he could bring in 4 with one swing.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Some anxious moments now in that first base dugout.
Yeah, he cannot be liking what he's seeing, that's for sure.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. The 3-1 pitch. And he takes a good swing at that one as this is sent down the line in right, but ultimately into the crowd, a foul ball. And he takes a called third strike, and that's a big one as the bases stay loaded here with 1 out in the inning now.
Well, this is definitely a rough spot to get thrown into a ball game. Bases loaded, nobody out, but he's up to the task here and gets a huge first out here on the strikeout.
Prince Fielder will be the batter, and with the bases loaded here, represents the possible go-ahead run. And the first pitch misses high here, perhaps trying to get him to pop something up. It's 1-0. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. And he's safe.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
Mitch Moreland will dig in now following the error, and it's almost as though they've been given a lifeline here to get back into this game.
Oh, they've been handed a golden opportunity. You got to find a way to make that one hurt.
And obviously looking for the ground ball here as this misses low. It's 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. That's in there on the outer half. 1-2 now.
Oof. What a time to call on that.
One-two pitch is a slider that misses. 2-2.
Deep breath time now on the mound. You've got to compose yourself. And that strike zone's looking about the size of a tin can.
Here he comes on 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2.
Now, you can't think corner or perfect pitch here on the mound. This has got to be somewhere near the middle, and you just got to hope you get lucky.
And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Well, he knew he had to be careful pitching with the bases loaded, but he didn't have to be this careful as that forces home a run. He's going to have to regroup quickly out there, though, because they're only one extra base hit away from really blowing this inning wide open.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching for
call to the
Twins,
bullpen now, and they'll
number
make a move
52,
for the left-hander here.
Ryan Dunsey.
Shin-Soo Choo will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. Now here's a hard hit ball that'll get down into left center field. That's a base hit. And that'll plate the tying run from third as we've got ourselves a brand new ball game now.
The batter, number 12.
Ryan Presley will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Presley.
Number 12 will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Good sharp curveball there. The count 1-1.
Yeah, definitely taken all the way. Not a bad idea with the bases loaded.
Ready now on 1-1. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? To Dozier for one. Throw to first, not in time, and the go-ahead run is across to score.
And with one away, they were hoping to get the double play up the middle to get him out of this. But they wind up only getting one on the play as that run comes home to score on the fielder's choice.
Michael Choice will stand in with a showdown looming. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 8. And he'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now some action out in the Minnesota pen as it looks like both a lefty and a right-hander are up to throw. Up top, it's 2-0.
Very tempting up there, but that's also a pitch that a lot of guys will pop up. So that's a nice job of laying off.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now. Not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
Here comes the 3-1. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Robinson Chirinos will get another opportunity here as they've batted around now. Now a curveball that misses high and away to start him out. It's ball 1.
Now he's going to have to punch his way off the ropes now.
1-0 pitch now. And this is going to be a foul ball. Oh, here's a hard hit ball. That'll get down into left center field. That's a base hit. And not in time as the second run scores.
Oh, and a crucial at-bat right there. And that's what they call delivering when the pressure's on, as they play 2 more here and move that lead to 3 now.
Mike Pelfrey will enter the ball game out of the pen as he'll look to get the final out here in the top of inning number 8. Elvis Andrus will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Some movement now in the Minnesota bullpen as a right-hander's up and throwing. No lead to speak of at second. Here's the pitch. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. I think that man right there is reaching the end of his wits.
Oh, his team is absolutely imploding right now, and it basically came out of nowhere.
And a good spot for that pitch is it's chopped foul. Runners staying tight to the bag at second. Here's the pitch. Ooh, tough to lay off there, but it's called a ball 1-2.
And now here 1-2. This is where you need your best pitch. You've got to strand that runner out there at second base and keep the deficit just at 3.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up inside for the 3rd strike, and the inning is over. So a great inning there as they bat around to score 6 times to open up the lead. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Rangers on top here, 8. Torii Hunter will lead things off now in a completely different ball game since the last time these guys took their hacks.
And after that 6-run inning, you got to hope that you can put together some kind of response. The last thing you want to do is a 1, 2, 3 inning, so a little patience wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Yeah, no mistake about that one. That one's right there.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Bit by the changeup as he smokes this one to deep left field, and that one will not be coming back. A home run. So it's a solo home run for Torii Hunter. 12 home runs for him now thus far as they cut it to an 8-6 ball game.
You can look at it this way. If you're going to give up a home run, give up a good one. He's got the lead. He can afford to challenge him here. And, you know, this one's not exactly scraping the paint as it clears the wall. That thing was gone by plenty.
Sean Tollison is on to work as he'll take over here in the 8th.
Number 37, Sean Tollison.
Brian Dozier will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. And here's the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. There to play it is Moreland, and there's one away.
And you know, you're going to see this a lot with a guy who has a great fastball like he does. This one's on the inner half of the plate, and it's so easy for that bat to just sort of drag through the zone. It's hard to catch up with that thing. And you see right here, he's going to make contact right below the label, and this is just going to turn into an easy, soft liner.
Danny Santana will dig in with one in and one away. There's that circle change of his, but it's outside for ball one. A high strike there, and it's 1-1. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
And he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Kurt Suzuki will stand in here. 0 for 2 with a run scored so far. Ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Go Yard.
Now the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. One taken by Suzuki as he draws it even at 2-2. And he gets around on the fastball here as this is hit fairly well out toward left field. Choice will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But the Twins at least do get one back on this solo home run. 9th inning straight ahead. It's now 8-6. Leonis Martin will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the 9th.
Leonis Martin.
And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here, 0-1.
Just overmatched him there.
And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. Now here's a ground ball that'll get by the mound and into center field for a leadoff single.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Adrian Beltre will try and erase his 0 for 4 in the ball game. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Nobody out, runner on first. Runners on the move for second. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
And we'll give you an isolation look at this one from our camera down in the third base well. You'll see he's not looking back. This is a straight steal, and he's into second with no one out.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And in front of the screen, he'll look it into the glove for the first out of the inning.
Well, they might have been looking for the outside part of the plate there, but this one comes right back over the middle. So, I mean, he's lucky to get out of this with just a pop-up.
Prince Fielder will stand in now in what could be one of the bigger at-bats of the ball game.
And what he has to do right here is put his 0 for 4 out of his mind. He hasn't had the greatest of performances to this point in the game, but he could make up for it with a big hit right here.
Below the knees, 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball at 94 miles an hour, and it's 1-1.
And in this spot, you got to pitch for the strikeout here. And this is a guy that's gone down twice so far, so you do have that in your favor.
Now a look and a throw back to second, and he's back easily. 1 out and a runner on second base. Now Pelfrey ready, the 1-1. And this is foul tipped at the plate right off the arm of the catcher behind the plate. Ouch. And here's a slider that runs inside that time, and that'll keep him from diving out over the plate. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that eye.
Now a changeup is bounced to second. Throw to first and plenty of time to get Fielder for out number 2.
Well, at the very least, he does move that runner up to third base. But with 2 away now, I don't think that's exactly what he was hoping to accomplish. I think he wanted to drive him in.
Mitch Moreland will dig in with a very important insurance run 90 feet away at third. In there, 0-1.
That's not a bad idea right there. Take a pitch. Make sure you get a good look at him and what he's throwing.
Runner away from third. Now the pitch. Comes back with a fastball again as he's in control. 0-2.
You can hit the low fastball, but you're not going to hit that one up there. You can just forget about it. You've got to make him bring that thing down.
They take something off there as this is skied out to fairly deep center field. Number 70 is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Rangers leave one. The lead stands pat at 8-6.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching
save
for
opportunity
Texas,
now here in the ninth, and on to try to wrap this one up is a guy who's made it back from some serious arm troubles the past few years, the closer, Neftali Feliz. Vargas will get another crack, 1 for 3 thus far.
For the Twins. Designated hitter, number 19.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. And a diving try in left, but he can't come up with it. And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
And that's a big double right there, down by 2, but more importantly, that's going to get the tying run to the plate. So we're going to see how they want to handle this defensively now with the open base.
Number 70 will be the batter, 2 for 3 with a home run thus far. Right-hander against right-hander as this is a ball 1-0. Nervous time now in that third base dugout.
Heck, nervous time up here. My heart's racing, and I'm just watching this game.
Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
Whoa, that one definitely took off on him right there. He's lucky that thing didn't go all the way to the backstop.
Down and in, not hard to lay off that one, and it's 3-0. Marco Scutaro waits on deck. Taking all the way that time, it's 3-1. Runner holding tight at second, now the pitch. And he misses there for ball 4, so runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
He may be the closer, but he is opening up a real can of worms here. Putting another guy on base with a walk, that's not going to help things.
So it's first and second now, nobody out. And standing in, the fine second baseman, Marco Scutaro. Set the target in, and this finds the inside corner for strike 1.
Now with 2 on, nobody out, you got to be thinking strikeout double play out there on the mound. But one or the other is what you really need.
Lays off the circle change there, a ball and a strike.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Keep getting alive!
Hit the target, but this is low, 2-1.
And this hole he's digging on the mound, it's all his doing. He's got to be able to find the strike zone.
slider that time that runs away. It's 3-1 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
Well, that may have been the last pitch in the at-bat that he could do something with. He's not going to get anything better than that.
Both teams right now with 11 hits in the ballgame. Short lead from second, now the pitch. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. It's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Joe Mauer will be the batter, and he'll have a great chance to perhaps tie things up here. Fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes.
Well, right here is where you've got to be smart out there. They've got nowhere to put you, so he probably won't be working the corners.
The 1-0 now to Mauer. Nowhere to put him here as he falls behind now. 2-0. 2-0. Bases loaded. You let him swing here?
Oh, this is a run producer's dream right here. I'd let him go, but only if it's his pitch in his spot.
I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 2-2. Fouled straight back. Fastball is outside. It's full now, 3-2.
And listen to this crowd now. They are into it.
Hit hard down the left field line, but this will be foul. Here's a fly ball now, lifted in the air out to right. Choo has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And he's just going to try to draw an air-mailed throw as he heads back to third now with one away in the inning.
Yeah, that's just a good idea right there to hold the runner at third. He's got a big arm out there in right field, and he might have thrown his guy out by 20 feet if they tried to send him.
Number 61 will step in, 0 for 4 with an RBI in this one. Now here's the first pitch. Ball 1.
Just did manage to catch that one with the last 2 inches of his glove. That could have been trouble.
A high strike there, and it's 1-1. Tying and winning runs on base here with one big out. low, but blocked nicely behind the plate, and that'll get a sigh of relief from the dugout.
With the bases loaded, I think he's got stars in his eyes up there. Sometimes it's hard to be patient when you've got 3 ducks out there on the pond, and sure enough, he chased a bad one there.
Corey Hunter will stand in yet again, and he, of course, has had one of the big blows in the contest so far. This was back in the 8th, as this solo shot proved to be a very important run in this ball game. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
Can't afford to get overconfident on the mound. You've gotten 2 of the 3 outs you need here, but this is still a very dangerous hitter. You're not out of the woods yet.
Now a swing and a hard-hit grounder. And the recovery attempt will not be in time, as now the question becomes, how hard did that hit him?
Well, you know all the infielders are taught to try and knock a ball down in that RBI situation. But here on the mound, I don't think he had any choice. This one comes back at him and gets him flush. By the time they all scramble around to find the ball, they have no chance of preventing that run from scoring.
Brian Dozier will have a shot to be the hero, as he's got the possible tying run at third and the winning run at second here. Here's the first pitch to him. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
And all 3 runners on the move here. Oh, and the bunt attempt is missed here. And he's going to be tagged out at the plate. It's a botched squeeze attempt, and with that, this ball game is suddenly over.
Wow, talk about an exciting finish. I mean, you can't fault the aggressive play right here. Trying to score as the tying run, it was going to take a great play to get him, and sure enough, that's what they got, and they preserved the 1-run victory.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end, as we get you one final look at our line score. And guys, the Rangers couldn't have done it tonight without the contributions of this player, Shin-Soo Choo. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3 hits, including a home run. Without him in the lineup, I think this might have been a different story.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Rangers come out on top, 8-7. Good night from Minneapolis.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Rangers, 8 runs on 11 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Twins, 7 runs on 12 hits. 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. A reminder, fans, that additional light rail trains on the Hiawatha Line and Central Corridor are available at the Target Field station located beyond right field on 3rd Avenue.